Hello and welcome to Making Singing Easy. My name is Angela Durrant. I'm a voice and performance coach and I've been working in the wonderful field of voice for over 10 years. I've been a singer for as long as I can remember, really. So today I want to talk to you about a post that was put in our Online Singing Academy. Now, I started the Online Singing Academy in February last year as a bit of an experiment. I had a belief that many of the reasons why in our very modern age we don't pursue the things that we want to or have the confidence behind that is because we lead very busy lives. We often are not in the traditional senses of the word able to go and work with a vocal coach one-on-one, or it might be that we've done that, or even we have a vocal coach, or that we just think that that's just too much commitment, too much cost, too much time. So I also really felt that singing and singing practice and anything to do with singing, if we're not careful, it can be a very lonely experience. So I wanted to create something online as an experiment to see how it worked, how if I could be that consistent enough to do something with it, and also to see who showed up and what kind of people showed up and what help could be available. Well, the experiment continues as we kind of revamp things. I'm going to bring you that revamp I'll say very shortly, I'll say very longly shortly, depending on how quickly I can bring it all out. But sometimes you have to sit back and reflect as to what happened, how it's going, who are the people there, how have they been helped, what are some of the journeys that they've gone on, and where are they right now. And I thought I would bring you a very funny post, because one of our Academy members, I won't mention names, but I did ask if I could share it, and this person said yes, I could. But I laughed my socks off when I actually read it, as well as everybody else did, because not only was it true for this person in the Academy, but also when I shared it with every one of my private one-to-one clients and other things widely, that they all felt the same, they smiled a very wry smile as how they felt very similar. So I thought I'd read it to you and then sort of just spend a couple of seconds unpacking it, but I think it will probably speak for itself. It'll speak for itself in two ways. It'll speak for itself in terms of the mind games that we play with ourselves, the incredible power of thought that shapes our reality. The physicist, but David Bohm, actually said, thought creates our world and then goes, I didn't do it. And that's what happens to us really innocently all the time. We are in the process of change and creativity and doing things. And if we're only ever if we're only ever stopping in the middle of the journey and then thinking to ourselves, I don't know if I want to continue or even start, we'd probably never see the light of day. Certain things would never come to being. And it reminded me of somebody saying, you would never stop in the middle of having your hair cut and look at that process and go, that's it. You'd never go back to the hairdressers again. We know that when in the middle of a process, things can sometimes feel a little bit messy. It can feel a little bit disjointed. It sometimes doesn't even look like we want the end to look. And that can sometimes be vocal work. It's one of the reasons why people give up or not start or chop and change, simply because at some point it enters that phase where it does not look like the picture, or you're in the middle of something and you don't know how long it's going to take. So it's so much easier in our very micro modern fast-paced society to want to kind of get out of the journey as quickly as you almost got into it. So I'm going to read this post to you because it was a corker and I think you're going to love it. So this is the post. Today was my first day practicing in 3 weeks due to illness, and it went something like this. Can anyone relate? Laugh out loud. Right. Today's the day I get back on the horse. Fresh start, positive outlook, tra-la-la. 2 minutes into practice. Feeling good already. I'm not letting anything stand in my way. That was the emoji symbol. 5 minutes into practice. Phew, my voice isn't as bad as I thought. Thank God. Smiley emoji. 10 minutes into practice. Oh dear, I'm really struggling with these top notes. 12 minutes in. Oh my goodness, have I always been this bad? 14 minutes in. What's the point? I've been away from singing for weeks now and I have to start from scratch. I'm so frustrated. Open quotes. Positive voice intervenes. Keep going. Don't give up. Stay relaxed. It will get easier. Close quotes. 15 minutes in. Okay, I'm feeling relaxed. I can do this. Fall in love with practicing. Big heart symbol. 3 seconds later, this is the polite version, in quotes, crying emoji, slams laptop screen down in capitals now. Stupid long exercises, I hate you, give up, I'm crap, I'll never get any better, it's too much, I should just give up singing altogether, etc., etc. 10 minutes later, picks up guitar to sing song. Instant results after just one practice. Double crying emoji. Ha ha. Forgot how quickly these exercises work. Bring on crazy practice day 2 tomorrow. Laugh out loud. Now, I'm sure you might be smiling. The emojis, the open quotes, the whole lot around it was just so beautiful. I keep looking at it and I'm so grateful that this person even posted this, because isn't that the mental journey that people are going on, with or without being coached or being in an academy or etc. It's that sometimes we don't even get 15 minutes in. Sometimes we just don't even look towards vocal work because we simply want the good feelings at the other end of it. And we're waiting for this never-ending kind of thing to happen where suddenly I only want the good feelings. So I think everything else is going to be a bad feeling. Now, all it just shows is that this person's thinking was like the weather. It's like clouds. Every couple of seconds, a new cloud passed by. Every couple of minutes, a new thought. 1 minute, the cloud was there and there was nothing good about anything she could see, feel, hear, or do. And then another time, the cloud passed away and it was just blue sky. And then a big load of clouds came past and, couldn't do anything right at all. And then suddenly, playing the song and we got some blue sky. Now, what caused that song to actually work well? Was it just the exercises? Is the magic in the exercises? In which so, we're going to rake in $1 million. The magic is not necessarily in the exercises. But what the exercises do when we are exercising our voice, just as we are exercising our body, is that we are then able to become more aware of when things are tense, when things are free, the tone changing, the tone clearing up, improving, becoming more precise, the top notes changing, able to actually control some of the functions and the mechanics of the singing voice, how we listen, how we feel, how we hear. We're involved with the process of being with ourselves a lot more when we're doing those things, because we're generally on our own. And most people know more about other people in their life than they do about themselves. So there's lots of reasons why even sitting down to do practice or exercises is beneficial, not as a magic wand technique, but as an awareness exercise and a coordination exercise. So is it the academy that's the magic wand? Well, I'd love to say yes, but I think it's more the case that it's not even just that, but we have created and are creating a community of singers that have the courage and the brave and the vulnerability to share their journey and their struggle with others, and to get a Me Too hashtag in there sometimes, and to get help or to get just a yeah. And to go back on to day 2 and to feel that affirmation that you are not alone in these clouds, that the weather that you experience in your thinking and in your journey to discover or rediscover your sound and your voice, you're not alone. And we have resources too. So, of course, you're definitely not alone. But it's not even in that. The magic isn't in that. And it would be misplaced to say so. The magic is not in a guru. The magic is not in a set of exercises. Although the person that knows a lot, or the exercises, or the community can go along with supporting the journey that we choose to take when we work on voice. So, where is the magic wand that this person found? They found the magic wand in realizing that it was all about thought. And that once they were able to just allow that thought to just be there, they didn't have to try and get rid of bad feelings. They didn't have to try and only have good feelings when they were practicing. They didn't have to even hate the exercises or even love the exercises. It was neutral. The practice itself was neutral. Even though they felt like it was the exercises that did it, it was only because they brought themselves to the exercises. They brought their presence. They brought the commitment and the consistency and the getting in there and doing it. They didn't have to bring good feelings, and they didn't have to put up with bad feelings. It passed by like clouds in the sky. And that, I think, to me, is a really important point, whether it be singing, whether it be something else that we're wanting to do or change or rediscover in our lives. And I think one of the things that I've found with the Academy, it very much is about discovery and rediscovery of somebody's voice and how they bring that out into the world in our busy lives, whether we're mums, whether we're students, whether we're working, whether we've studied, whether we haven't studied. There's an ability to actually have this work alongside our lives right now, in the moment. We don't have to wait until we've got all the ducks lined up in order to move forward. And we don't have to do nothing, and we don't have to try and run around doing everything. So I thought you'd like that little post from this person. If you feel inclined to join us in the Academy or find out more information, please do email me at angela@angeladurrant.com, or just go to the website www.makingsingingeasy.com, and you'll see a free assessment that you can take. But even so, if this is all you need right now to convince you to rediscover your voice, or to just allow your thinking to settle down and to just get back in the game, then take this as your permission slip today to do so. Until next time, keep making singing easy, keep getting out there, keep singing, keep sharing, keep showing up.